off and get things all leveled out before we start broadcasting our color hardener. Now we've got everything all sealed up. Mix those together. Next, we want to make sure these buckets in travel and storage is that they've actually settled out. So we have sand, cement, and color in here. So we want to make sure we tip these buckets up, move them around, loosen all these aggregates inside these buckets, get them nice and loose before we open it. Then when we open our bucket and get a nice uniform broadcast, the next is going to be with a bucket lid and broadcasting. And you have to find your own way of actually broadcasting this that you're comfortable with to get a uniformity of broadcast. Now, not only with our broadcasting and uniformity, and then we'll wait and broadcast a second time. Okay, now we've got our broadcast on. We've floated the colors in. John is just finishing up the edges on it. And you can see from Adam's point of view down on us is that we've got some gray spots showing through our color. That is fine because we were 60% broadcast in our first broadcast. Now when we come back and broadcast a second time, we have the opportunity to cover those areas up. Now we're getting ready to do our second broadcast, and we know from the feel of our concrete is that underneath it is starting to set up and catch up with a certain 9 parts water to 1 part evaporation retardant, and we're going to mist the surface of the slab before we broadcast. So let's go ahead and spray the slab into the sandstone, then we're going to highlight over the top of it with Pecos and Desert Tan. Okay, now we've got all 3 colors rebroadcast on the surface of the slab. And because we know the wind blowing across it, John is going to put a small amount of the evaporation retardant again over the surface of the slab to make sure that we're not wrestling with our floats when we start troweling across here. My tool to use is the blue steel on a walking trowel. Biggest thing is I have a little more control over the marbleization of my colors than I do over a Fresno. So this is my favorite tool for troweling in these colors on my last broadcast. So let's see what we got. Now we got this entire surface all sealed off with our blue steel trowel. Kind of scanning across to see the modeling effect of the different colors with our base color of the sandstone still showing through to give us our variation. So we're going to have 3 different variations in color hardener. Now we're getting ready to go ahead and start stamping using our powder release.